So I reached the summit, and I did all that on my period. Mount Rinjani summit was so worth the 4 hours of hiking in the dark, tricky terrain. I stayed at the top for about half an hour before I started to lose feeling in my fingers. And this is the part where we just slide down. Like that. It took half as long because we were basically sliding through the ash and sand all the way down. And 2 hours later, I was back at camp eating the best pancake of my life. It's like a reward. We had a short rest before getting ready to descend into the crater, but then we got some bad news. The guide's really stressed out right now. One person in our group is stuck on the mountain. Also, the weather has taken a turn for the worse. The storm clouds that you saw earlier are coming closer and closer to the crater. As a matter of safety, we couldn't leave without all the hikers of our group, so instead of continuing the 3-day trek, we had to head all the way back down to the bottom that afternoon. And now, without slipping too much, we're going back down. I'm gonna be honest, I felt disappointed at first. Like I built this up in my head and I couldn't finish it like I imagined. But somewhere on the trail down, I realized I don't need to prove anything anymore. I summited the whole volcano. I faced every bit of pain I had tucked away. I shared my story and I made it through. I just went to the top of that. And most of all, I did what I set out to do. Raise money for women who deserved a chance to climb their own mountains in their own way. Thanks to every single person who believed in this journey. We've helped women rewrite their stories. And I've reclaimed mine too. I'm back in civilization. My legs are like jelly right now. And man, summiting that beast was the biggest challenge I've ever accomplished. Was this a breakup revenge story? Maybe a little at first, but what's been true all along, more than any relationship or heartache, is the deep love I've found for myself and the love I have for volcanoes. And I'm maybe preparing for the next volcano hike as we speak, and it's gonna be a big one. So no, I can't say this is the end. And in no time, I'll be seeing you at the summit. Good morning, it's 1:50 in the morning. And we're getting ready to hike to the summit. Welcome to Mount Rinjani's summit attack. Early morning start, thick clouds, icy winds, and no one told me my headlamp was upside down. I hiked like this for 2 hours wondering why I couldn't see shit. It's about 2:15 in the morning and we're ready to hike the summit. I don't know if you can see, but we are in the clouds right now. I actually got a decent night's sleep in the tent, so I was ready to take on this challenge. And my goal was to get to the summit before sunrise.
It's gonna be bad. See you on the other side.
There was this guy in my group called Al. I knew he would have no problem with this because his way of hiking fast was pretending he had an appointment to get to. You have an appointment.
Exactly, I have an appointment.
Good luck at your appointment.
Yes.
And so we set off. To the summit we go. The first hour of the summit push was really technical. There were heaps of steep rocks, tree roots, and that super soft sand that makes your legs burn. We are 1 hour into the journey. It's been very ashy, very rocky. Hi Eddie.
Hey.
We're doing good. We have reached about 3,000 meters above sea level. And it's about 3:30 in the morning. Then we reached phase 2. The incline really leveled out, and with the full moon lighting the way, we could actually see the summit. It was glowing like a beacon in the distance. But then things took a turn. There is a storm brewing. A little bit scary. Eddie says it's safe to walk. Sure, they'll get us down in time before the storm hits. The storm cells were rolling in, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. A couple hours later, we were at phase 3, the steepest part. Narrow trail, 3,500 meters up, and there were sheer drops on either side. One wrong step could be it. The trick is getting really hard now. At this point, I was asking myself what I was really doing here. Like, why do I keep chasing these big challenges? Why do I feel like I always need to prove something? I signed up for this hike after a breakup. You guys know that. Kind of like how people sign up for marathons or move cities. It was because I wanted to try feel strong again. My whole brand at the moment is reclaiming the narrative, rewriting my story. But honestly, the real reason goes deeper than that. There's this one story, something that happened to me at the beginning of my travels last year, that I'm now ready to share. This isn't Mount Rinjani. This is Mount Rinjani, the fiery heart of Lombok. Sitting at 3,726 meters, she's an active stratovolcano, the second highest in all of Indonesia. And definitely the most dramatic. Inside the vast crater is a lake called Segara Anak, known as Child of the Sea. It was born from a massive eruption in 1257 that reshaped the global climate. And this hike isn't going to be easy. It's a 3-day, 2-night trek, and that final summit push starts at 2 a.m. through the freezing cold, pitch black darkness and volcanic ash and sand. The last 2 months I've been using my backyard, the Glasshouse Mountains, to train for Mount Rinjani. It's involved a whole lot of trekking and climbing a whole lot of stairs. In all different types of weather, because the weather on Mount Rinjani is unpredictable. It's mental, it's physical, and it's personal. I saw Mount Bromo at sunrise last year, and ever since I've had such a fascination for volcanoes. I love how they have the power to build something and then erupt and destroy it all and then rise from the ashes and rebuild again. Personally, it felt like a metaphor for life. Well, at least my life, recently. There's been a fair bit of rebuilding in my life over the last couple of years, and I feel like this challenge is testament to that. This isn't just a hike, it's me reclaiming my story. I'm proving to myself what I already know. I'm strong, I'm capable, and I can do it all alone. And I want this journey to mean so much more than just reaching the summit. So I'm fundraising for 2 organisations that help women reclaim their narrative. This climb may be personal, but the impact can be collective. And you guys are coming with me every step of the way. So I'll see you at the summit.